She used to be an old nigga. She used to have an old dick between her legs, huh? Yo, what the fuck, yo? What we doing? Oh, I know you remember this, bro. Cat Williams went on this fat bitch.
Imagine being able to build anything. Just
What?
Your boy's right here with you that's gonna do it. Can I talk to you and tell me what does it take to make a great special, sir? Because nobody makes them like you.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. That only speaks to quantity. I do have more comedy specials than any comedian breathing or dead, so I understand the question. That's only 7 more than Richard Pryor.
You have 7 more than Richard Pryor?
6 more than Martin Lawrence and 6 more than Chris Rock.
Are you serious?
5 more than Dave Chappelle, even though he put out 4. And the next.
Are you serious, Cat? You put out that many?
Those are just facts, sir.
You trying to
How many is that total?
9.
Those are just
So you've done
facts.
9
Yes.
filmed comedy stand-up specials.
Without ever getting financed or having a deal with anybody.
You did them by yourself?
Yes, I own them 100%. I have the top 2 comedy specials on Showtime, HBO, Comedy Central, and we just moved to Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why they don't.
I didn't know that.
Nobody does. They don't promote it or sell the items after they come out because I own them, lock, stock, and barrel, and I don't have any Caucasian partners or people that invest. I'm 50. I've never had a bank loan or a car lease in my life.
Are you serious?
That's correct.
So has, we always hear like these comedians coming to say, oh, they got the big Netflix deal. Has like Netflix or anybody ever hit Cat Williams and said,
I'm on my 15th consecutive 100 city tour. On the exact day that Monique was asking for a Netflix boycott, Netflix had just cut me a check for $2 million for the special that I got paid $300,000 to do in Jacksonville.
Alrighty then.
are you serious?
Or I'm really good at jokes. You tell me.
No, I think you serious, bro. I just say, are you serious? Because that's interesting news that people
Thanks
need
to
to
Atlanta,
know.
Pimp Chronicles was already gross.
Yo, I ain't even gonna hold you. Pimp Chronicles was always a fucking classic, dog. Pimp Chronicles was always a fucking classic. Always a classic in my eyes. Pimp Chronicles was funny as shit.
Cost over $24 million alone as one special.
Wow.
Because of Atlanta. Like there are parts of the population that feel like I'm from Atlanta and I'm from Ohio and have never said anything differently.
All right.
Well,
what's your thoughts on Netflix? I mean, they're giving deals. Like we just heard Tiffany Haddish has got a deal as well. And I mean, they're opening up things to comics and, for them to open up a door like that. What are your honest thoughts about Netflix?
Well, everybody has to understand that Netflix doesn't have an opinion on stand-up comedy. They base what they pay you by the amount of ticket sales for your last tour. So Monique's last tour had 316,000 tickets. Therefore, that's what she got offered. My last tour had $2.4 million tickets. And so that's what the offer was.
Wow.
So if people understand that it's not personal,
right?
Then they could just,
I didn't know that,
for free, take their ass to work and get their numbers up.
Yeah.
Dude,
but Netflix don't call nobody. That's the joke. The joke is Netflix ain't giving me. First of all, Netflix ain't call you. Knock it off. Is Coca-Cola knocking on people's door to see what type of beverage they having today?
So they go by those ticket sales. That's dope.
What else could they go by?
Yeah. And I thought it was like popularity.
What comedian don't think everybody can't wait for their next special? Who don't think they got something to say? The fact of the matter is what makes a great comedy special is if 100 people talk at the same time that you talking, are you saying something different than them people are saying?
No.
Because if you are, then you deserve a special. And if you don't, you're going to find out you're not special. Because they're going to let you do your special, Gerard Carmichael, but nobody's going to watch it. They're going to let you be a star, Lil Rel, but you ugly. And white people don't believe in ugly stars. They think you have to be somebody that women want to sleep with and men want to be. But because we black, they say, oh, you don't even deserve that. So you get Kevin Hart, Lil Rel, Gerard Carmichael, all in a row, Hannibal Buress, just dudes that no woman would talk to in Lenox Mall, let alone you making them movie stars. Why? Because you know, ain't nobody gonna sleep with them. You only got Tiffany Haddish. She been doing comedy since she was 16. You can't tell me your favorite Tiffany Haddish joke. Why? Because she ain't done a tour yet. She ain't done a special. She has not proven the ability to tell jokes back to back for an hour to nobody. And they already ready to down Monique and up somebody who has showed them Girls Trip. Did you think she wrote Girls Trip, goofball?
Right.
Or do you think that was already a script and they handed it to her? It's up to you, whatever you want to believe. I'm the introduction to Tiffany Haddish in the movie School Dance. The clip for School Dance has been seen more times than the movie has. That's just a fact.
But the movie the Girls Trip movie?
Yes, ma'am. The one with
and we gotta watch that clip after this. We gotta watch that School Dance, John. Who's white? Who goddamn white baby is this?
With 3 of our greatest black actresses in it. You mean that one?
Right. But I'm just saying.
Let me see something real quick. Bro, this nigga is the fucking GOAT. This nigga is the fucking GOAT.
Say hi, Daddy. Say hi, Daddy.
Hi, Daddy.
Whose goddamn white baby is that?
This is your baby, okay? He's just light-skinned.
That one might be mine. That one right there. I'm not totally sure. Just because you name him Darren don't mean he belonged to Darren. But I don't care what this baby's name is. This baby is rice-skinned, but not light-skinned. That is a white child. That is Caucasian from the mountains of Caucasus. That is a Slavic baby, a Viking from Iceland. That baby got 730 as a credit rating right now as an infant.
You the only one I've been with, Darren.
Bitch, let me explain to you the math. I've been in here 16 consecutive years. You know how long consecutive is, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean one right after the motherfucking other. Because I ain't never missed a day. So clearly you've been having some conjugal visits with some other motherfuckers other than me. That's not my baby. That's almost a grown white man you brought in here. His glasses are certainly grown. I've never seen a baby with that type of prescription. And why does that baby look like Officer Joshua? Bitch, you been fucking the car?
Nuh-uh.
Hey, Darren, stop talking to my mom like that, man. Be respectful.
You're absolutely right. I apologize for that. It's just
There you go.
your mother was misbehaving. I'm sorry, I should have set a better example in front of the nice white gentleman and your mother. All right, so could I please speak to my black son privately, please, if that be okay with you, too? I mean no disrespect, sir. Hope to work for you one day when I get out.
Come on, man. Raggedy head self.
Yeah, just excuse me, son. This is my first white baby.
What's up, man?
I'm in a jam.
What?
There was a gambling incident, and I need like 13,000 cigarettes, preferably 6,000 of those non-menthol, and then like 5,000 pineapple fruit cups. That's worth about $2,000 on the open street market. If you can handle that for me, I appreciate it.
Darren, what are you talking about?
Well, see, what had happened was.
Wait, you about to do a flashback within a flashback? Nigga, you know you can't do that.
Nigga, I'm a criminal. That's what I do, what I'm not supposed to do. So now, what had happened was, No Mexican has ever beat me in dominoes, ever. But one day the cash was on the line, I'd been sipping that lean, and he caught me slipping.
What this got to do with me? It's your problem.
I didn't have the money, and in lieu of the money, I told Junior and his crew that I had a rich son in a famous rap group, and I'm sure a little funky $2,000 don't mean nothing when he clocking all the dollars out there, Mr. Major, buckety bucks.
What? Man, we ain't signed yet. I ain't got no money.
All right, well, let's not be a gloomy Gus, okay? You didn't learn nothing from your white brother. Just learn, always look on the bright side of life.
But you still haven't given him any money?
No, I gave him an orange this morning, but you're already trying to make me make small booty payments, and I only got a small booty to work with. Look here, man. I only got one booty hole. You understand what I'm saying? They don't take debit or credit or nothing in here. It's just whole, okay? Now, I've been holding on to it for 16 years. I don't see no reason to let it go now over a few little pineapple fruit cups and some cigarettes. Speaking of which, I need you to do me a favor. You think you can listen to these for me?
That's disgusting, man. What'd you pull that out from?
Oh, from my Louis Vuitton prison bag, nigga. What do you think? I pulled them out my ass. You ain't got to smell it. Just listen to it. I know it's time. Look, I only got a few seconds before they snatch me up out of here, because I'm a gangster. But look, I need you to save my space. You embarrass me in front of that white man's child. You better...
Yeah, man. Cat is a fucking goat.
Think Tiffany Haddish.
Ma'am, you could have had that role, and everything that happened would have happened unless you thought you were necessary to write the Saturday Night Live monologue. I'm a writer. I only care about what you write. I don't care about what you read. Everybody can read that can read.
What did you think about the movie? Though? I laughed from beginning to end. I felt like
I thought it was a great script when I saw it in 2004.
Wow.
In 2004. Wow.
Yeah, I have it.
I'm so happy for her though, because
that's what it do.
That
that's
baby, I tear up thinking about the break that she got. And to see her do her thing.
She passed 46 female Black comedians that I know personally that I put on tour who have a hard time getting a chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A after they headline 7 shows at a club for $2,500 a week.
But people like real, and that's why they like
what
her.
They like?
They love real
because everybody's real then. So don't trip.
No, they like
wherever
Tiffany
you
Haddish
at under the sound of my voice. Real. Do you have a real co-worker?
Nah. Apple Pay. Text it to me. All right.
Right. Do you have a ratchet friend? Do you have a sister? Do you have a cousin? Do you have a nephew? Do you have a niece? Is they so ghetto? When did that become marketable? Knock it off. They like her because she want to sleep with a white man. That's why the only thing she said was, I want to give it to Brad Pitt. The only thing before that in the movie with me is I slept with this white man and I got a white baby. She had a white husband for the 14 years she been doing comedy. And then all of a sudden divorced him. Then said he abused her, then wrote a book, then said he didn't, and then now we're at Brad Pitt. So, hey, you can say whatever you want. She said she got a disease for JJ. Don't nobody check for that. I support Linnell, Melanie Camacho, Miss Laura, all the people that got skipped over in the list between now and then. There's no shade to nobody.
Yeah, Melanie's well taken in too. People really love Melanie. I love the fact that you took her out on tour. Martin Lawrence took her out on tour. Chris Tucker took Melanie out on tour. And when she comes to Atlanta, she does well.
That's not the point. The point is
she's not there.
The point is we are in the only business where as a Black woman, what you look like is not supposed to be held against you. And time again, they show you that you can be sidetracked by anything light-skinned. So knock it off.
All right, let's take a quick break. Red Grant again.
Yep, Atlanta Comedy Theater. Make sure y'all are there. This brother will sell out. Please believe it. Atlanta Comedy Theater. Make sure y'all are in the building. If you want tickets, text my name right now, Wanda, to 41411. Get your ticket, shouted.
We'll come right back. You hanging out some more, right?
Yeah.
Red? Okay, cool. We'll be right back. Red, you were talking about your daughters trying to be smarter than you.
Yeah, they always trying to be smarter than me.
How old is she though?
She's 9. You know what I mean? And she's looking at Nick Jr. She's looking at all these little different things that makes her smart. And she got an iPad. You know, we have an iPad. iPad changed the game. You know what I mean?
It did, really.
Changed the whole game. Now they can get information that they had at any time and tell you ain't nothing. And you dumb.
Like, what did she say?
I mean, you know, first of all, she cursed the other day and it shocked me. She said she was PIS, you know,
Right,
You
right.
know what I mean? So I was like, oh, you are? And I had to catch myself like, because when you curse around your parents when you was young, it was a different level.
You
know,
got the slap right away. It was
get
no
snatched
waiting.
Red, that is not a cuss word.
It's not a cuss word.
The white
Right.
household.
Right. Right. I thought he was gonna say she said MF or something.
Hey, everybody on the radio spelled that out. And
What? Yeah. What? Red, really?
This came from a 9-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's probably in private school.
Right. Homeschool.
Her teacher probably said, I thought it was 3 already. Boy, I'm pissed.
Really, Red. We thought she said
Okay, so
the
she
S
said she
word
was
or the
pissed off.
MF word.
Look, as you can tell, he's got a ratchet child. Basically raising herself. Cussing like a sailor, 9 years
Oh my
old.
God.
That's a harsh word in my household, man.
Well, damn.
This baby gonna get kicked out of online school for this type of language. You're not allowed to log into this academy anymore, young lady.
Wow.
9 years old. That was hilarious.
Y'all ain't gonna tell me how to raise my child.
You're gonna have a
That's the
17-year-old
worst
daughter.
thing.
His 17-year-old daughter gonna be saying, I got a PP,
Father.
father. That's
Boy,
right,
you are
Ray.
crazy. Do you use profanity around your kids?
Not around them, but they hear me on stage
I
and it
know.
messes with them.
I'm a cusser.
What about you, Kat? Your kids when they were little.
Oh no, I didn't cuss around them. They never seen me. They still I got 3 daughters that still have not seen me smoke a cigarette or anything.
Have they seen your stand-up? Like some people bring their kids to the show. Have they ever been to your show?
Oh yeah. I'm a single father, so
I know.
I'm saying my children have always been in the business, and actually the only thing I've actually been proud of publicly, because I have 19 felonies, so I couldn't be that proud publicly. But the only thing I'm publicly proud of is that there aren't any pictures of my children available on the internet in any way, shape, form, or fashion.
All right.
So to be able to protect a squad of Black children's privacy for 19 years has been a blessing.
That's dope.
You cook? Do you cook for your kids?
Absolutely.
Tell me some of the things you cook that they are proud of. Like, Dad made some. You got the best spaghetti. You got the best steak. What do you have? Tell us what you cook.
As a father of 7 with an unlimited food budget, you can make whatever is necessary.
I
With
said
7,
what they like.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
I'm
I
still
said, what do they
answering.
like?
Just because you're a poor interviewer doesn't mean.
I said you answer the question and just tell me.
Man, you're a
what they
strong
like.
Black woman. Is it
Answer
okay
the
for me to
question.
answer?
Come on.
You keep interrupting the answer. Everyone can hear it. It sounds like you like me a little bit. It's starting to bleed over the airwaves.
It is.
Oh, really?
I want to let
Come
everybody
on.
know that Wanda got some lipstick on right now with enough glitter for the 4th of July.
That's right. Kissable lips.
So okay, so what do you cook, Kat?
All right. So the thing is, with 7, you become a good cook just because you got too many different opinions. Like 4 of these is daughters. So I got a daughter that only eats vegetables. And then I got a daughter that only eat meat. And I got a daughter that doesn't do dairy.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So you're cooking. You're cooking for whoever is 4 out of 5, right?
Yeah.
And then you're making the adjustments from there. So you might make lasagna, but you understand that only 4 or 5 people out of 8 are
have
going lasagna. So then you have to do a vegetarian lasagna just so that you can cut the difference. And then because these are Negro children, you make chicken wings and make 1 dozen of those. So you got a regular lasagna, a vegetarian lasagna, and 12 wings. And then you fill it out with salad and bread. And then adult here gets that glass of port reserve from Chateau Elan.
Chateau Elan,
and the
baby.
young children get that sweet tea from Publix. And there's a meal with a budget of about $64 that'll feed 7 people.
All right.
I love it.
The hood education from Cat Williams.
Okay.
All right. Red
At least you
Grant.
got his shit together.
You got
A
one.
lot of motherfuckers
I have
don't got
3
it together.
boys.
Excellent.
Yes, I do.
Aren't boys simple?
Mhm.
Aren't boys simple?
They can be. They can be.
Wanda knows she
What?
She didn't do as much cooking in the latter years as she did in the beginning.
Whatever. I cook. I do it all.
I didn't say that you
Well,
didn't.
that's all right. I did it in the beginning and the middle and the end.
What's your favorite thing to cook? Your boys say, yeah.
They like for me to. I do a really nice broccoli. They like my broccoli and they love my baked chicken.
Hey, right now.
My broccoli.
Yo, broccoli ain't doing nothing but cleaning the pot. You just boiling the water. Like it's me. I make a real nice fucking boiled egg.
Look up your phone and see what it takes
I make a real nice bowl of cereal. You should try my bowl of cereal.
make broccoli and tell me he doesn't say heat up water. Is that the only step in broccoli? Heat up water, simmer. Have you ever heard of burned broccoli? Can you burn broccoli? You can't burn it because it's made in a pot of water.
You don't know nothing about.
You know what her second meal they love from her? What I do with corn. I like to dig it out that can and I put it in there. And then I get a can of water and I put it on there. And then I get some Zatarain's. They don't expect that. I sprinkle
I
Zatarain's
am
on
a
my
great
corn.
cook. Whatever.
Yes, ma'am. You good at heating stuff up.
You're good at telling us about what's going on in jail.
You good at heating stuff up.
You're good at telling us about what's going on in jail.
This when she
Yes, ma'am. And getting out to tell you. But I'm going to tell you at an arena named Phillips, and you going to tell me at the Atlanta Comedy Theater.
That's right. True.
Tomorrow, be there.
All right.
Red Grant show. I know
Red
I'll
Grant.
be there. Don't miss it.
Red Grant, Cat Williams, thank y'all for coming through, man.
Yes.
And thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming in.
I see why people come to Wanda's show.
Yeah.
Because Frank Ski puts it down.
That's right. Get on out of here with your crazy ass.
Is he crazy?
And here up and get to the salon. All right, it's the People Station Viewer 3. Your hair is kind of.
That's not yours.
That joint was.
My hair is 19 inches long and I have no perm.
You don't.
Oops.
Oh, that's not a perm.
No, it is not. Nice lady.
That's
Come run one of your gnarled fingers
Here.
while you on air
Come
so
on.
they can hear you live.
Come on. Let me come over here.
No. That's not how that works.
Oh, okay. Well, then stay over there.
Don't worry, ain't nobody putting their hands through yours.
That's right. They don't have to. I don't want them to. Get on out of here. You okay? You okay? Are you all right?
Only one of our
You all
hands
right?
moving while we talk.
Are you all right? Are you okay?
Red Grant, Atlanta Comedy.
Tell Wanda to take off them headphones and that wig.
And make sure.
That wig and that headphones come
And take off them
together.
old ass clothes you got on.
Nigga said
How
them
about that? Yeah, they're old.
nigga said them wig and that headphones come together. Look.
That headphones come together. Tell Wanda to take off them headphones and that wig.
And make sure.
That wig and that headphones come
And take off
together.
them old ass clothes you got on. How about that? Yeah, they're old.
Versace, yeah.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It
She
said
said,
Versace.
I want to apologize to the people at Versace Collection. This is your 2019 summer line that hasn't come out.
But you had to open it up and show us it was Versace. I wanted to.
No, I didn't have to open it up. These people are on radio. They can't see anything.
Yeah, but you opened it up so we could see it.
Yes,
We see
ma'am.
it. Well, happy
whatever
for you.
store is for the Black Lane Bryant.
That's right. That's right. Very proud.
Okay, let's
Very
play some music
proud.
real quick if we can. We going to a break real quick?
Very
All right, cool. We
proud.
go to a break.
Shout outs to Forever 21
Yeah.
and the Necklace Collection.
That's right. Shout out.
They don't remember me for wilding out, right? I'm not the right one to Jones on.
Get this inmate out of here.
If you can't get your blood pressure down, you can't call me that.
Whatever, little mama.
If your cholesterol is 600,
Whatever, little mama.
I'm little mama's baby daddy.
No, you little mama.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey,
And what
girl.
are you, girl? You probably shouldn't talk about sizes.
No, that's okay.
You big on the radio.
That's right. And you're big
Turn
in
it
prison.
down.
And you're
Yes,
big in
ma'am.
prison.
I've never been to prison.
You have
19
several
felonies,
times.
no convictions.
Yeah,
Knock it off. Prison and jail aren't the same. No.
Okay,
No.
Calm
No.
down, calm down.
Only one of us has $12 worth of jewelry on. No.
No, $12.
That all is available. If you want to have Wanda's jewelry, please go to Citgo or Quick Trip at any point. If you buy 2 packs of Newport 100s, they will give you everything Wanda has on right now for $7.99, and it comes with a free car wash. Won't you come on down?
Yes, thank you.
Absolutely.
We appreciate it.
The show starts at 9. Wanda gets to the stage at 9:17. Please come on down.
Go, Shay, please come get Miss Cat and do her hair.
She's almost out of breath. Be careful now. Even on the radio, you can hear the fact that exercise has crept into her vocabulary.
Hurry up, little mama. We're
Yo, this nigga chopped her the fuck up.
Imagine being able to build anything.
Yo, listen to this fucking. This is the very first rap song ever fucking performed, bro. And it's nothing like. Yes, and it's nothing like today. Nothing like today. Look. Yo. All right. I don't know why he ain't call my other phone. I can't even see the screen on that. Drinking a little bit. Yo, but listen to this first rap song ever, dog. This shit, what the fuck? Come on, man.
But it's over and over. Oh, I know. I know I'm going to ride on the winning time, but it's over and over. Oh, I know. I know I'm going to ride on the winning time. Brother Noah, my God's talking. said he would ride on the wind and tide.
No cursing and none of that shit. They don't need to curse and none of that.
And listen to me. God walked down to the brandy sea. He declared that he was the son of man, and then he decided to restore the land. He spoke to Noah. Noah stopped. He said, Noah, I want you to build me an ark. I want you to build a 3-cubit.
He said, "No, I want you to build." They rapping about the Bible and like shit like
And
that.
listen to me. God walked down to the brandy sea. He declared that he was the son of man, and then he decided to restore the land. He spoke to Noah. Noah stopped. He said, Noah, I want you to build me an ark. I want you to build it 3-cubits long. I want you to build it big and strong. I want it 20 high and 50 wide, so it will stand the wind and tide. It's oh, Noah, oh, Noah. Oh, Noah, I got to go right on the wind and tide, but it's a oh, Noah, oh, Noah, oh, Noah, I got to go right on the wind and tide. Oh, Noah, brother Noah, my God's talking, said he would ride on the wind and tide.
40s and 50s.
Well, after the foundation was laid for him, Noah
I was still in Nutsville, nigga. Real rap. My dad was still in Nutsville. Yeah, my dad was still in Nutsville. Because my dad wasn't born till 71. Well, the sperm donor was born 71. I think my dad was born like 72, 73. Look at this shit.
Stood on the shore and declared that time there wouldn't be no more. Oh, Noah.
This is the first rap song ever.
Oh, Noah. I got to go right on the wind tide.
Yeah, that's that. It was over. Yeah, that was the first. That was the first rap performance.
It came a long way.
Mm-hmm. Cause the way rap is now is fucking night and day, bro.
They talking about wetting the nigga t-shirt.
That's considered soul music. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like that right there is considered soul music or some shit like that, or even Christianity music. But that shit damn sure ain't today's rap at all.
I didn't even understand that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that shit was wicked. That nigga said Jesus talked to Noah. What he say? He said, Noah, I want you to build me an ark. Yo, what the fuck is going on, yo? That nigga said, Noah, I want you to build me an ark. Oh yeah. Hey yo, I seen this shit. Remember we seen this shit yesterday? This bitch gonna say, hey teachers, why don't y'all start going to the back to school programs and getting book bags and books and shit for y'all students and stop telling us to do it? Bitch, yeah, like I didn't have your fucking kids, bitch. You had them. The fuck you mean teachers go, man? I almost put my foot so far up her ass, bro, and I'm not even a teacher. Yeah, that's wild, bro. You tell your teachers stop fucking.
Let's do it. Y'all do it. Y'all
Yeah,
teachers.
like what the fuck type time is niggas on, dog? Oh, Michael Parsons requested a trade. Michael Parsons, he requested a trade.
Are you looking for the most affordable way to add electric?
We begin NFL Live with breaking news related to the Cowboys. Adam Schefter, what's going on with Micah Parsons?
Laura, a situation that had been simmering came to a head this afternoon when All-Pro edge rusher Micah Parsons announced that he personally had requested a trade from Stephen Jones and the Dallas Cowboys. He wants to be done with Dallas right now, and he laid out factually in his mind a slew of factors as to why he no longer wants to be with the team that he and his father grew up rooting for. And at its root, essentially,
he didn't fucking grow, dog. He grew up like in the fucking Eagles, bro. Him and his pop was Eagles. Well, his pop might have been I don't know, but he was an Eagles fan. Like, he was an Eagles fan. He wanted to come to Philly so fucking bad, and they saying that. That's anyway. He want to come to Philly bad. He really do.
Failed contract negotiation in which
he said what? Yeah, he with Dallas, but he from up north here in PA.
Yeah, I thought. Yeah.
He went to Penn State. I think he's from like Pittsburgh or something like that.
He feels like the Dallas Cowboys got him in a room to talk about leadership, wound up in a negotiation. The Cowboys felt like they had a deal. Micah Parsons did not. He had his agent call there. His agent obviously said there's no deal, and there's been no contact in recent months about a contract at a time where we've seen Max Crosby get paid. We've seen Myles Garrett get paid. We've seen TJ Watt.
We've seen a bunch of linebackers get paid that deserve to get paid. But I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know what's up with the Cowboys. You listening, bro? I don't know what's up with the fucking Cowboys, bro. But they always holding off their fucking their major signings, dog. They did it to fucking Dak Prescott. They did it to CeeDee Lamb. Remember, Dak Prescott didn't get his deal, his new deal until the fucking first week of regular football. And then CeeDee Lamb got his deal done in late August. So I don't know what's up with Dallas and holding off, but that shit is catching up to him, bro. Like, motherfuckers want to get their check, motherfuckers want to get paid. And Micah Parsons deserve every fucking dollar that come his way, bro. Like, I'm gonna keep it G with you. He's one of them. He deserves he deserves a max fucking deal, dog. The way Micah Parsons be playing, he deserves a max fucking deal. And they holding out like they holding out, and I would be fed up with this shit too. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's August and we still ain't got a deal worked out. I ain't talked to y'all in weeks. Like, and that's exactly the type of time he on. That's exactly the type of time he on, bro. He deserves every fucking dollar. And I called my dad as soon as I got the notification, and I said, go get him. Go get him. He'll take a team-friendly deal.
Get paid.
Super Bowl.
We have not seen Micah Parsons get paid. Not only have we not seen him get paid, we haven't seen or heard about any conversations between the two sides. And we said this all week long, but essentially the sides right now have been further apart today in early August than they were in early April. And now it's culminated in Micah Parsons issuing a trade.
You just said the last time they talked was early April. It's August. Who calling me? Yo, my bad, Wardy. I'm about to send it right now. Hold on. No, like 18. But yeah, last year They did it to CD Lamb. CD Lamb was saying he wanted a new deal, and they finally did it at the end of August. And then Dak Prescott the same thing, new deal, and he signed his deal the first week of regular season football in September. So y'all keep waiting and prolonging shit. That it's catching up to y'all. Now y'all prolonging this shit, and it got him to the point where he don't even want to play with y'all no more. He don't want to. You feel what I'm saying? Which he is, bro. He is their defense. I'm not even gonna fucking lie to you, bro. He is their defense. They got one nice ass cornerback in Diggs, but other than that, he is their fucking defense, dog. So them getting rid of him is getting rid of their whole fucking defense, basically. Basically, just sum it all up. And it's sad, but it is what it is. Cause I know anybody in their right mind, bro. Like anybody in their right mind that want that fucking deal, they gonna anybody in their right mind gonna make sure they lock him up. You feel what I'm saying? We gonna lock him in for the next 5 years. He deserve it, dog. He deserve it. He's not injury prone. He giving you at least 14 to 16 games a season. Yep. If he do miss a game, it might be 1 or 2, but he's not known for that. It happens. You playing. He might miss a week or 2, but other than that, he's not injury prone, bro. He's not injury prone. He show up. You know you gonna get a monster out of this motherfucker every week, dog. Yeah, every week. And they fucking act like they don't want to pay main man. They act like they can't pay him. Like, I don't know what that's about, but you feel me? It's And Jerry Jones, man.
That's what celebrities, non-celebrities.
Yeah, he's it's always about that. That's what it's always about. But you got the money to pay that man, bro. Like, you got the money to pay that man, bro. Pay that motherfucker.
You see his game, you see his work already. I mean, you know he good.
He just you get what I'm saying? Like, I think and on top of that, I think he was a first round pick. What round did Micah get picked in? Might have been the first round pick. Oh yeah, first round. So they could have picked up his 5th-year option, and they don't even want to do that. Yeah, he get a 5th round option. He get a 5th-year option. 12, and they ain't even pick him up on that.
Request. It's gone viral. He's got teammates on Twitter supporting him, and there's more drama in Dallas.
Adam, I feel like this is crazy to even ask, but I'm gonna ask you. Would the Cowboys actually trade Micah Parsons?
Laura, I've been trying to think of the last time that Jerry Jones traded a Pro Bowl caliber player away, and I cannot think of any. Now, there are comps out there. If you look at the time that the Raiders traded Khalil Mack to the Bears right before the season began in September for a couple of first-round picks and other compensation. That would be the closest comp. But Jerry Jones wants to win now. He's not looking to win in the future. He's not looking for future draft picks. And his history suggests that he won't be willing to make a trade here. Now, again, we've yet to hear from the Dallas Cowboys on how they feel about this particular situation. But we've now seen all 3 disgruntled contractual players, Micah Parsons, Terry McLaurin, and Trey Hendrickson, request a trade at some point either this offseason or this summer. And it's one thing to actually make the request. It's another to see it come to fruition. Could it happen? Yes. Everybody of every other team would love to acquire any one of these players. But for it to actually happen takes an awful lot, because you've got to satisfy the player with his contract and the team that is trading him away.
All right, Adam, thanks so much for all of the context here. Just incredible out of you. We appreciate you. You referenced that statement. It was lengthy, 592 words to be exact, posted on Twitter. Parsons said in part, yes, I wanted to be here. I did everything I could to show that I wanted to be a Cowboy and wear the star on my helmet. You sense the past tense there. Unfortunately, I no longer want to be here. I no longer want to be held to closed-door negotiations without my agent present. I no longer want shots taken at me for getting injured while laying it on the line for the organization, our fans, and my teammates. I had purposely stayed quiet in hopes of getting something done. Up to today, the team has not had a single conversation with my agent about a contract. Not one demand has been made by my agent about money, years, or anything else. Still, I stayed quiet. But again, after repeated shots at myself and all the narratives I have made a tough decision, I no longer want to play for the Dallas Cowboys. My trade request has been submitted to Stephen Jones personally.
Yeah, that's personal. Yeah, that's personal, bro. He's done. He is just fed up with that shit. For you to
all my sources. I mean, you ain't responding to what I'm saying.
Oh my.
Right.
Marcus Spears demanded to be on the show today. Some airtime after seeing that Micah post. Swagoo, you've done business in Dallas. What do you make of all this?
So initially, Boogie, I had the emotional reaction because y'all know how I am when it comes to the Cowboys, and I start thinking about like through history. And here recently, we had Myles Garrett do the same thing. So once I got calm and I stopped cussing everybody out in the facility of the Dallas Cowboys, I started thinking about, all right, so this is a negotiation tactic. That's the first thing that came to my mind. And it kind of settled me on the isolated Micah Parsons and Dallas Cowboys in this route right now, where we've seen this happen, not only with Dak Prescott, not only with CeeDee Lamb, but as I read his soliloquy, and as I focused on one part of those that I excerpted one part out of that, I tried to negotiate, and it didn't matter.
Just like you said, why? Why are we holding up? Why are we holding off? Why are we not paying this man?
I'm out here paying my position. Like, what's going on, right?
Bro, and like I said, he is their defense, my nigga. That's it.
And I was not waiting for all of the other guys to get their money. This in lies the problem. It's a two-part thing for me. One, 2 months ago, I was in the airport headed to a basketball tournament with my son. Dude walks up and says, man, how you think we going to be this year? It's Cowboy fans everywhere. I said, you know what? I feel good about it because it's quiet. I was like, it's not a lot going on. Usually those type of off seasons lead to Dallas having a formidable season and potentially making a playoff run. I was optimistic about what the Cowboys potentially could be this year, which if Micah gets signed, I'm back to optimism as far as on the field. But the thing is this, and this is what I've been saying, and Boogie, you and I've been doing this forever, and we're about to start another football season. People have to understand how much this affects a football team that is trying to focus on winning. With the contract negotiation, I'm not going to lose my mind. Shefty has been doing this longer than anybody. He's the best in the business. He usually has a feel for these things. I circle back to what I said. Myles Garrett requested a trade. I thought that was going to be it in Cleveland. He ends up signing a whopping $40+ million a year salary deal. Hopefully, that is what Micah and his agent, David Mulligetta, is doing. But Lord have mercy, do we have a problem if he's serious? Do we have a problem if you can't get this back to where he is actually wearing that uniform? He's the best player on the team.
Told you.
Y'all playing in his face and shit.
And they playing all in his face and shit. Yo. Where you at, in the crib? All right, call me when you get there. Matter of fact, I'm about to send you the link to the stream. Tap into the stream when you get to the crib. You gotta download StreamYard. All right. Well, when you get to the crib, tap in. Oh, it just. Oh yeah. All right. Well, you got. All right. Well, tap in when you get to the crib. I got something to ask you. All right. Call me when you get there. I want to ask you something. All right. He a nut ass Cowboys fan. Fucking bitch.
On a team that is absolutely going to need him with a brand new head coach. But here's the other issue I have. Why can't we ever just have a normal offseason with training camp, get ready for the season, go into the season and play football games? And I don't want to hear it. Everybody here always tries to tell me, Swag, calm down. It's going to get fixed. Don't worry about the contract. This stuff affects the winning. It affects the team and how they actually play football. So I don't want to hear it this year. I've watched them implode. I've watched us lose playoff games. And then we get to the offseason, and guess what we do, Boogie? What's the definition of a damn fool? Doing something over and over again and thinking something is going to change. So here we are again, like last year with CeeDee Lamb, like the year previously with Dak Prescott. Here we are again with the marquee star on the defensive side of the football, and it's going to lead to us having a conversation sometime in November and December about why the hell the Dallas Cowboys not a contender to get into the playoffs.
Okay, so you started out where you weren't losing it,
but
then you did lose it, which is really what I was waiting for. And I knew we'd get you there, Swagoo. I knew it somehow, some way. Okay, we're going to bring Courtney Cronin and Kevin Clark in here because I want to get y'all's thought on this as well. But first, I do want to show you some of what you heard Adam referencing as well as Marcus referencing there. How about this from CeeDee Lamb? Never fails, dog. Just pay the man what you owe him. No need for the extracurricular. My goodness.
That's just the That's CeeDee Lamb. That's the receiver. Remember I told you they did that shit to him. They waited until late August to sign him, and then the first week of September to sign Dak. So it's like that's their thing.
See the teammates posting on X there. Their new profile pictures are Micah Parsons. They're even doing that thing you can do where you said new profile picture so everybody sees it, right? This is wild. I want to go first to Courtney here on just maybe the distraction side of all of this. I mean, we know the Cowboys are going to have a certain level of distraction every single season, but as Marcus alluded to, they're trying to get ready under a new head coach. How do you think this affects everything going on with the team?
New head coach and new defensive coordinator.
Good point.
So more on that in a minute, but I need somebody to go to the Cowboys facility and remove.
They screwed. And they got a new coach and a new fucking defensive coordinator, bro. And they team got problems like this. They screwed this season, bro. They might not be ready till next season.
Free copy of 48 laws of power that are in every front office because this is not the way you conduct business. And I know that there is something to be said about Jerry Jones being the GM and owner, and he did it for so long. It's worked because eventually these deals get done. With players in this day and age, in an era of player empowerment, you're seeing it so much more in professional sports, particularly in the NFL. You can't do business this way anymore. It's a bad method, and it creates bad blood within the locker room, within the team. We saw this with CeeDee Lamb, with Dak Prescott. And the statement that Micah Parsons put out, that got really personal. He was talking about Jerry Jones calling him out for his injuries and talking about, well, why would I want to pay a player that's been injured in the certain instances in which he has. He talks about.
But this is his first major injury that had a missing a significant amount of time, dog. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, like every year he missing. Like, come on, bro. This is first injury
into
for
Jerry's
real.
office to talk about leadership, and all of a sudden a leadership conversation turns into something about negotiations where his agent isn't even present. He's made comments about his agent, David Mulligetta, acting like he has no clue who one of the most powerful agents in sports is. These are all pot shots that could have absolutely been avoided. And Jerry has talked about doing business right. And, I don't mind costing myself more money just as long as we get the deal done.
Yeah, but you contradicting yourself. You get what I'm saying? Because your actions are showing otherwise. Because if you was really let's get the deal done, it don't matter how much money I gotta spend, yada yada, y'all wouldn't be in this position. Y'all wouldn't be going through this shit every fucking off season. You feel what I'm saying? And then you wonder why your team is a fucking mess during the regular season because you personally put them through shit, bro. Like you got motherfuckers not wanting to play for the team, not trusting your word, and you not paying them, and they don't want to play good for you, so you can not pay them. You feel what I'm saying? Like what the fuck? I'm gonna bust my ass for you, so you can not pay me? Fuck no. Now I gotta go somewhere else. Like it's inevitable, dog. And Jerry Jones is a fucking weirdo. Yeah, like bro, everybody got a family to support, dog. You feel me? And Jerry Jones act like he the only one that got a fucking family to support. That's all. But Jerry Jones be on dog shit because if you so high on spending your motherfucking money and doing this and doing that, then fucking do it, dog. Do it. Because every year y'all in the same fucking situation. A good ass player on your team is not getting fucking paid, and y'all don't fucking come through until late August, early September, every fucking season. But guess what? My birds is coming off a fucking Super Bowl, so I don't give a fuck. You know?
Coming off that winning streak.
Remember a time last December, Laura,
we did exactly what the fuck they didn't want us to do.
Where Micah Parsons told Todd Archer that there's not much of a difference between $30 and $40 million. They could have done this months ago, right? And smoothed all of this over to the point where you get sports and you get business. You have it. It's not an issue anymore. But now they've created something.
You said what? Yeah, I forgot his name though. We got a couple of
And I don't know how you end up remedying this unless you're going to give him the $42-43 million bag, which they clearly don't want to do right now.
Yeah, and it just doesn't feel like after a statement like this, to your point, some of the personal shots that have been taken on both sides here, that this is easily rehabbed. The other thing about this, Kevin, and Courtney's alluding to this.
Yeah.
Okay, you draft really well. You develop this player.
Yeah.
He was already uber talented. Pay him early. Get it done. Why does this happen with the Cowboys?
Why does this happen?
I'm sorry, but why her titties sitting on her stomach? You see that shit? They sitting on her stomach, bro.
The Cowboys. That is a great question, Laura. When I think about the Eagles in that division, they have the best roster in football right now. Howie Roseman said it a couple weeks ago. They do three things. They draft, they develop, they sign. They do all of those things as quickly as they can, and that's the reason they're able to maximize their roster. That's the reason that they have four guys who are being paid as top-tier players who are making as much as the top two players on the Cowboys, because the Cowboys do not maximize their salary cap. Okay, that is the way Jerry Jones does business. And people say, "Oh, he's always done this." That's worse, right? That makes it worse. And people
look at this shit. Look at this shit. Since y'all drafted him, his first 4 seasons, first and second, first and first, second and first. Why the fuck not pay that man? You feel what I'm saying? Like, why the fuck not pay that man, bro?
People say, okay, well, there's an element of professional wrestling. Well, sometimes
look, that's the minimum of 200 pass rushes. So with at least 200 pass rushes. Like, come on, man. Y'all got to pay that
wrestlers get hurt, and that's what happens in these sort of scenarios. Is you get into a situation where you think we're playing the game, we're just trying to generate headlines. Well, guess who's not trying to play the game? Micah Parsons. He's trying to get paid. He is the type of player where if you lose him, you are looking to replace him for a decade or longer. 25% of the team's pressures last year were from Micah Parsons. By the way, he missed 4 games. That should not be happening. He is the
4 games, and a quarter of your pressures was from one fucking player that missed 4 games. He missed 4 games. Why the fuck not pay that man?
Their defense, they have to improve in that regard, and they have to have him on the field. This is embarrassing. Every summer we go through something like this. Jerry Jones, I know this sounds crazy, but you got to change a little bit, buddy.
What do you think just from the personal side of it, right? Because I think that's a big factor here.
Boogie, therein lies the problem. I'm sick of saying it. This is Jerry. This is what he does. This is who he is. We get on this damn TV and we make excuses for dumb decision making, and we've been doing it year after year after year. I'm done with it. I don't need nobody to tell me to calm down. Micah gonna get paid. Don't worry about it. He gonna build it up all the way into the offseason. The problem is there are ramifications for that. It's not just about Micah getting paid. It's team chemistry. It's camaraderie. It's a locker room with their guy. One of the mantelpieces of what this football team is going to have success with if they get him in the locker room. And I'm gonna tell you this. I feel like this, man. And as much as it hurts me to say this, because I don't want to see Micah in another uniform. It's somebody got to stand on business. One of these players got to stand on business and finally say, nah, I ain't gonna conduct business this way. You're not doing right by me. Like these other franchises that we looking at paying these guys and getting negotiations done and deals done. And one thing I want to reiterate before we leave, in that what Micah wrote, he called Jerry Jones a snake. I don't know if anybody interpreted it that way, but he said we had a meeting and he left as if we were negotiating a deal without talking to my agent. He said, you tried to snake me. He didn't say that verbatim, but that is what I contextualized when Jerry supposedly thought that they had a negotiation done or they started to negotiate. So if Micah is dug in, kudos to you, bro. I hate to see you go. I would love for you to be a Dallas Cowboy as long as possible because you're a phenomenal player. But at some point, Jerry and Steven is going to mess with the wrong one. And they're going to stand on business for real and not show up to play games. Now, money is going to fix it, and eventually he'll break. Maybe that's the case. Maybe Micah Parsons is doing this for a negotiating tactic. But if he's not, I'm telling y'all right now, I'm in Dallas. These fans acted a fool with the Dallas Mavericks when Luka Doncic was let go because they thought that was the face of their franchise. This is an inflection point for the Dallas Cowboys, their business practices, and how they've been doing things.
Oh shit, that is true. Cause the Dallas Mavericks just fucking traded Luka, who was supposed to be their franchise. One of the best players, one of the top 5 players in the league right now. You traded him. And now Dallas is about to lose another fucking key player. They lost their franchise player for basketball, and now they're about to lose one of their, if not the most important players. He is the most important player on the team. Yeah, he is the most important player on the team. Simply because of his work ethic and how he played defense and his impact on the game. For him to miss 4 games and he still take up 25% of our pass rushes is fucking crazy, bro. You heard what I said? That is fucking absurd. Like, that shit is outrageous. Is very fucking aggressive. And fucking like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Me being an Eagles fan, I'm happy to see this shit go down. But at the same token, real is real. Like, and I'm being real, they need to pay that motherfucking man, bro. He is their defense. Like, what the fuck? Like, what are y'all waiting for, bro? Yo, and then what's even more stupid is the longer they wait, the higher his salary is going to be. Because the longer they wait, the more these other defensive ends is getting paid and paid. And he's better than he's better than motherfuckers getting paid 30 and 40 million right now. So now y'all gotta offer him at least 40, 45 million a year. Because he's better than all of them that just got signed. So y'all, like with us, we signed AJ and Devontae Smith before these other receivers could sign their big ass contracts. That's why they was like the Eagles are able to max their roster out because they're maxing out everybody early before they gotta start paying more and more, because you gotta figure every season like they get more cap space, but every season motherfuckers show you that they deserve to get paid a whole hell of a lot. You get what I'm saying? So if you gonna be doing all of that shit and not paying me, I'm out, bro. Y'all did this with Dak, y'all did this with CeeDee Lamb, and you not gonna do it with me. I'm out of here. Pay me my fucking bread. That's like that shit. I don't blame him though. I really don't. I do not fucking blame him at all. You go slide.
If this young man decide I'm gonna be that one player that don't just go with the regular rigmarole and accept the contract and go back and play with the Cowboys, I'm gonna request a trade and stand on it until they make a move to move me out of the way.
Already?
Just because you pay someone's salary doesn't mean you get to treat people like commodities. And I feel like that's the lesson we have learned time and time and time again from the way the Dallas Cowboys do business. And think about what Jerry Jones just did this offseason. Brand new coaching staff. What is this doing to Brian Schottenheimer? What is this doing to Matt Eberflus? Matt Eberflus has said, Mike is a premier pass rusher. We're going to use him that way.
We doing wake and bake tomorrow?
I'm gonna say, she going out, so I'm gonna see what she doing first.
All right, let me know.
If not, when she go, I'm gonna definitely take over.
All right, let me know. Just let me know. Nah, nigga, you gonna let me know when you get home. All right, love you, bro. All right.
Not going to use him if you don't have him this year. And it's only fracturing what could have been and what should be a training camp where you're focused and moving past injuries, moving past a 7-10 season from a year ago. Why do you try to muddy the waters with more drama when it could have been prevented?
It makes it so difficult for everyone. And yeah, you're right. These players are not putting up with being treated this way. All right, Adam, final word. Where does this go next? What's your prediction?
Well, let me just say that, again, we've seen the Cowboys do this, Laura. They did it with the face of their franchise, the quarterback, Dak Prescott. They franchise tagged him twice. He was the Walter Payton Man of the Year nominee and winner. They made him wait. So if they do it for the quarterback, of course, they could do it for the great young defensive player. But right now, we've got a number of outstanding trade requests. And as tantalizing as it is for everybody to talk about, this has been what Jerry Jones has enjoyed in previous offseasons. He doesn't mind waiting. He doesn't mind the drama. He doesn't mind the headlines. He doesn't mind that ultimately it costs him more money in the end. Ultimately, in the end, he gets it done. And Big Swaggo, you brought up Myles Garrett. Could anybody have taken a stronger stand against his franchise only to have it flip a couple of months later to sign a deal that made him the highest paid non-quarterback in football? Do you think Jerry Jones is going to want to trade Micah Parsons? No. I've got teams across the league, fans from them texting me, are we going to get Micah Parsons? Are we going to get Jerry Jones? I would think is not open to trading Micah Parsons right now. That doesn't mean that later this summer he couldn't revisit it, but I would imagine Jerry Jones still wants to try to win a Super Bowl. Micah Parsons is going to give him the best chance to win a Super Bowl. And we've seen any number of players come out, take strong stands against their franchises, from Deebo Samuel to T. Higgins to Brandon Ayuk to Myles Garrett. And not to say that a trade can't get done, but usually than not, it doesn't.
But guess what, Shefty? Go back that it affects the team. That's all I want people to understand.
Well, yes,
yeah, you get paid, you get your money. This is what Jerry does. It affects and that is the frustration with.
And I would assume Jerry Jones wants to see happen anyway. All right.
quote, I have made a tough decision. I no longer want to play for the Dallas Cowboys.
I was trying to enjoy a nice Shabbat dinner in Jerusalem until I got this breaking news that something that we've been predicting for quite some time has officially happened, and Cowboy fans are panicking everywhere. But there really isn't any reason to panic because this is something that we've all expected. So for those of you guys that missed it, Micah Parsons has officially demanded a trade from the Dallas Cowboys, posting this tweet on X saying, "Thank you, Dallas. Yes, I wanted to be here. I did everything I could to show that I wanted to be a Cowboy and wear the star on my helmet. I wanted to play in front of the best fans in sports and make this America's team once again. The team my pops and I grew up cheering for in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Unfortunately, I no longer want to be here. I no longer want to be held to closed-door negotiations without my agent present. I no longer want shots taken at me for getting injured while laying it on the line for the organization, our fans, and my teammates." For those of you guys that don't know what Micah Parsons is talking about, he's talking about when Jerry Jones said this.
"Just because we signed him doesn't mean we're going to have him. He was hurt 6 games last year. We've signed, I remember signing a player for the highest paid at the position in the league, and he got knocked out 2/3 of the year, Dak Prescott. So there's a lot of things you can think about when you, just as the player does, when you're thinking about committing and guaranteeing money."
I no longer want narratives created.
Bro, but that shit don't make no fucking sense, bro. It's a contact sport, dickhead. Yo, go ahead, fucking issue. I don't know, Jerry
And
Jones
spread to the media about me. I had purposely stayed quiet in hopes of getting something done. But since there's some confusion out there, let me clear some things. I had purposely stayed
and then guaranteeing money.
I no longer want narratives created and spread to the media about me. I had purposely stayed quiet in hopes of getting something done. But since there's some confusion out there, let me clear some things up. I had my agent reach out to the Cowboys last offseason after my 3rd year in hopes of getting a deal done early. Unfortunately, the team did not want to start any negotiations at that point. And here's what's really frustrating about this. If the Dallas Cowboys signed a contract extension with Micah Parsons back then, he would be getting paid $35 million a year. But as a result of Max Crosby getting a contract extension, then Myles Garrett getting paid, then TJ Watt getting paid, the Cowboys waited till the last possible minute, and now it looks like Micah Parsons is in line for a $42 million contract to reset the market. Which makes sense because what he would say next is, "I was okay with that and didn't complain and focused on the 2024 season. After the season, I told my agent once again to let the team know we were open to negotiate when they met at the combine. My agent informed me that I should wait for other deals to get done because the price would only go up, but I didn't care and I wanted to secure myself as a Cowboy long term. This is before any of the other pass rusher deals got done this offseason. I knew I would be leaving money on the table, but again, I was okay with that. Again, radio silence as far as my extension. In March, I met with Mr. Jones to talk about leadership. Somehow the conversation turned into him talking contract with me. Yes, I engaged in a back and forth in regards to what I wanted from my contract, but at no point did I believe this was supposed to be a formal negotiation, and I informed Mr. Jones afterward that my agent would reach out thinking this would get things done. But when my agent reached out and spoke to Adam, he was told the deal was pretty much already done. My agent, of course, told him that wasn't the case and also reached out to Stephen Jones. Again, the team decided to go silent. At that point, we decided we would allow the team to reach out to us whenever they decided they wanted to talk. Yet, still not a call, email, or text to my agent about starting a negotiation. Up to today, the team has not had a single conversation with my agent about a contract. Not one demand has been made by my agent about money, years, or anything else. Still, I stayed quiet, but again, after repeated shots at myself and all the narratives, I have made a tough decision that I no longer want to play for the Dallas Cowboys. My trade request has been submitted to Stephen Jones personally. Now, immediately, I think Micah Parsons saw what Terry McLaurin just did the other day, and we have a video that we just uploaded. If you missed it, I'm going to leave it in the end screen on the Terry McLaurin situation, and he decided to do the same thing. But if you take a look at what Micah Parsons was saying previously and compare it to now, it's really heartbreaking. This is what he said in February of 2024.
It's extremely special. I said the other day, I love Cowboys Nation. I'm extremely grateful to still be a Cowboy, and I hope I'm a Cowboy for life.
Ooh. This is what he said last December.
Like I said, y'all know I'm going to be a Cowboys for life. We're going to figure out a way for me to be a Cowboy for life. You know, Jay and Steven see it that way too. So.
And meanwhile, Jerry Jones is saying stuff like this.
Have you ever heard of any clubs committing to players and then they didn't pan out after they committed to them? We have.
And the thing is, Jerry Jones has consistently done this, and I don't know why he's doing it, because it never ends up working out for him. It's like watching an owner consistently shoot himself in the foot. It's not like the Cowboys are close to Super Bowl contention. As a matter of fact, they're paying Dak Prescott the most money in the NFL. They're paying CeeDee Lamb $34 million annually. And as a result of waiting this long in regards to Micah Parsons, they're probably going to have to pay him $42 million. Or they could end up trading him. Now, this puts the Cowboys in a very tough situation. And when you actually pay attention to this situation and how the Cowboys could have avoided all of this, you'd realize how idiotic the Jones family truly is. And the worst part is they're clearly not learning from their mistakes. So check this out, okay? They could have signed Dak Prescott 2 years earlier instead of franchise tagging him, which means Dak would have been getting paid about $40 million annually as opposed to $60 million annually. If they paid CeeDee Lamb the moment he could have gotten the contract extension, CeeDee would have been getting paid $23 million annually. If they paid Micah the moment he could have gotten the contract extension, Micah would have been getting paid $35 million annually. But since they decided to take their sweet time and play this stupid game of poker that everyone knows that they're bluffing in, they're paying Dak $60 million a year, CeeDee $34 a year, and they're gonna have to pay Micah $43 to $45 million a year. That means they're gonna have $137 to $139 million annually allocated to 3 players against a 2025 salary cap of $279.2 million. This allocation exceeds every Super Bowl winner in the salary cap era, where championship teams have averaged just 23.9% of their cap on their top 3 players. The Cowboys entered 2025 with $32.1 million in available cap space, which is 6th in the entire NFL after making restructures to Dak and CeeDee's contracts. The Cowboys have a projected 40% plus allocation to their top 3 players if they extend Micah, which brings us to another question. Should the Cowboys consider trading Micah? Now, for those of you guys saying, but Micah Parsons just demanded a trade. We've seen this story before. We've seen players demand trades before, and typically it's just pressure generated to get a deal done. But there have been teams that have actually been crazy enough to trade their star edge rusher. The most recent one is Bradley Chubb, who was traded from the Denver Broncos to the Miami Dolphins for a 1st-round pick and a 4th-round pick. Originally, the Rams offered multiple 1st-round picks for Brian Burns, but eventually he was moved to the Giants for a 2nd and a 5th. Montez Sweat landed a 2nd-rounder from Chicago. But Micah Parsons is better than all of them. At 26 years old and in his
Micah Parsons is so much better than all of
absolute
them.
prime with 3 All-Pro selections already, we're talking about a potential return that could include multiple 1st-round picks plus additional compensation. So if Micah was to get traded, it would resemble the Khalil Mack trade in 2018 when the Raiders sent him to Chicago for 2 1st-round picks, a 3rd-round pick, and a 6th-round pick. But the question is, what would happen to the Cowboys if they did trade him? Cowboy fans need to understand, Micah Parsons isn't just good, he's quite literally the entire Dallas Cowboys defense. And if you don't believe me, just take a look at their numbers. As Jerry Jones mentioned in the beginning of this video,
just because we sign him doesn't mean we're going to have him. He was hurt 6 games last year.
But in reality, Micah missed 4 games with an ankle injury. And that Cowboys defense was just terrible. They allowed 400 plus yards in 4 of their first 7 games. Teams averaged 7 yards per play, and opponents converted 3rd downs at will. Parsons has accumulated 52.5 sacks in just 63 games, putting him in the same conversation as Reggie White and J.J. Watt for career starts. His 21.1% pressure rate leads all edge rushers since 2021, and he's been double teamed on 35% of his pass rushes, the highest rate in the NFL, and he still dominates. No other Cowboys pass rusher has exceeded 8.5 sacks in recent seasons. Their depth chart behind Parsons looks like a grocery store list written by someone who forgot what they came to buy. They've got Dante Fowler Jr., who they originally let walk to Washington, and now he's back, a rookie in Marshawn Nealand, and Sam Williams recovering from a torn ACL. That's not a depth chart, that's a prayer. The advanced metrics paint an even scarier picture. Next Gen Stats gives Parsons a composite score of 99, literally the 99th percentile among all pass rushers. His absence in 2024 led the Cowboys to getting blown out 47-9 by Detroit in one of the most embarrassing losses in franchise history. When he returned, 5.5 sacks in his first 4 games back. If the Cowboys are dumb enough to actually trade Parsons, several teams should be backing up the Brinks truck. I mean, the Chicago Bears currently sit on $73 million in cap space with a desperate need for pass rush help. New coach Ben Johnson could build his defense around Parsons, and they have the draft capital to make Dallas an offer that they can't refuse. The New England Patriots have over $61 million in cap space. Mike Vrabel could use some defensive playmakers, and pairing Parsons with their young QB Drake May could accelerate their rebuild by years. Or what about the Las Vegas Raiders? Could you imagine Micah Parsons and Max Crosby creating the most terrifying pass rush duo in football? If the Las Vegas Raiders could get out of Christian Wilkins' contract, which we made a separate video on, and that story is absolutely insane, and I'm going to leave it in the end screen. Your guys' jaw is going to drop on that one. At the end of the day, if you're a Cowboy fan, and unfortunately I am a Cowboy fan, you have to admit the troubling aspect of this isn't the fact that the Cowboys' best overall player demanded a trade. It's the fact that the Dallas Cowboys have this incredible track record of drafting elite talent and just failing to retain them at good prices. There's no question in my mind, if the Cowboys extended Dak Prescott the moment he could have gotten extended, if they extended CeeDee Lamb the moment he was eligible for a contract extension, if they extended Micah Parsons the moment he was extension eligible, could you imagine what they could have done with the remaining cap space? Maybe Saquon Barkley joins the Dallas Cowboys as opposed to the Philadelphia Eagles. Maybe you add more weapons to that defense to make it the best overall defense in football. The possibilities are endless when you have cap space. But instead, the Cowboys are stuck overpaying their top 3 players and not being able to put a good team around them, primarily because they enjoy this stupid little game of chicken with each and every one of their star players. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about all this if you're a Cowboy fan? Aside from that, I don't know if you guys heard, but Terry McLaurin just demanded a trade. We're going to break down that situation. It's vastly different than the story that I'm telling you here. I'm going to leave it in the end screen and meet you guys there. And aside from that, I'm your boy Mike. I'm dropping our mic until our next upload.
All right, so I'm out. It's over.